call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, gotta feel the tension. In my thoughts.
Welcome back, everybody. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think about this video. Today, we're going to be talking about, obviously, I think we've all heard about the Jonathan Taylor trade request, the ridiculousness of it. And what we really need to discuss after this 53-man roster has now been set is that, do we have what it takes in the running back backfield? Do we have the players that we would need to have to support the offense that we're trying to run? Or do we still need a running back? Can Devon Achane be that guy eventually? Or are they seeing something in the players that we do have? So obviously, we've been going for a couple running backs right now. So that is the one thing that I think is going to be a narrative. But I think we were going for top-end running backs. We weren't really going for any of the, obviously the lower end. In free agency, we didn't really try and get anybody. So I'm wondering what we're thinking right now. Is that something that, obviously you just see that there's a player available and you would need that? Or do you see that if there is a player available, that you go for that and it is what it is? So what I can say is we'll discuss basically all of the players that we have and what we can do. So basically, what I think we're going to start out with this year is Raheem Mostert. I think he's going to be the lead guy. Jeff Wilson was just placed on IR, so we'll see what happens with that. But I have a little secret rookie that I think might have a breakout situation coming into the midweeks of the Dolphins season. There's a little secret rookie that I think will come into play. But Raheem Mostert last year did very well. 891 yards. He almost had 1,000. I think if we rushed a little bit more, he would have had 1,000-yard season, 3 touchdowns. And he was averaging around 4.9 yards per carry, which is not bad. That's really up there with some of the best running backs. So the thing is Raheem Mostert did well. There was one point where he injured himself later on in the year, and that was unfortunate, and that's what kind of it hurt us a little bit, because you could see the clear difference with some of the other running backs running the ball versus him. And I think he was a big spark last year, especially when Tua went down. A lot of the games when Tua went down, a lot of the games we kind of relied on Raheem Mostert to just run up and down. He did very well, against the Jets. He did well against the 49ers. He did well against, a couple of the teams last year. He did very well, and I think that they do see that he can be the lead back right now. I think he is the lead back, and I think they see that he can do a lot of things. So that's why I don't think we're too worried, because I think Raheem Mostert, I think people are forgetting a lot last year about what he did, and the type of runs that we were seeing him do. There was so many. It wasn't one or two. It was so many runs where he was just barreling off people, and I think every run seemed to go for like 10 yards. So that's why I'm like, I don't really, I wanted to get Jonathan Taylor. I thought it'd be cool. Obviously they were asking for Hunt, Waddle, Wilkins, and a first-round pick. That's ridiculous. He's not even worth Waddle, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, honestly, I think Raheem Mostert can be the guy. It's just about the injuries. That's the one thing that has plagued him, is the injuries. So, that is the one thing that I see. Obviously, Jeff Wilson is on IR, but, we'll see when we get him back or if we trade him. Devon Achane. Saw some good stuff out of him in the preseason. He did have that shoulder injury, but the thing is that, later on in the year, Devon Achane is just going to be that home run threat with Mostert. He is going to be eased in. I don't think he's going to have the bulk of the carries. Raheem Mostert will have the bulk of the carries, I think, throughout most of the year. But as he sort of gets integrated, it's one of those things that Devon Achane is on the field. He could take it all the way to the house. It's just, he could take it all the way to the house every single time he touches the ball. And it's just one of those things that I think later on in the year, he's just going to get more and more adept in the offense. And I think he's going to be, the thing is, too, is that Devon Achane can play as like a receiver, too. So he's so much more utilizable than any other running back on this team. So the thing is that 4.32 40-yard speed is just, it's what Mike McDaniel loves. And I think the one thing that happened was the injury kind of like, it hurt him a little bit. But I do believe that he's going to get further and further integrated into this offense, and he's going to start just driving forward to get more and more carries. And not just carries in the backfield. I'm talking about, like, he's going to be split out wide. He's going to be in motions. He's going to do a lot of things. He's going to be that utility belt that Tyreek Hill is. And I think right now, he's young, but I do believe that as he gets more integrated, I think he will start taking a hand in this offense, and he will start splitting the carries with Raheem Mostert. So next is going to be Devon Achane. I like Devon. He's a good backup. I think he is a lesser, he's just, not as fast, not as big as anybody else. That's the thing with Devon. He's fast, but he's not that fast. He just isn't. He's a good backup. He's a good guy that can come in. He can make some plays. We saw it last year when we were playing the Bills. He can make plays. He knows where to go. I think he does well. I think he's going to have probably one of his best years this year. But yeah, I mean, he's just. I think he's somebody that Mike McDaniel likes a lot. Lastly, Chris Brooks. I am excited for this running back. I mean, I don't know how you can't be. Sometimes in preseason, you have players that play decently well and they make the practice squad, but clearly he has made the roster, so they see something in him. And what I'm saying is, Jeff Wilson, I think, has a little bit to worry about now that he has Chris Brooks on the team, because I think Chris Brooks can be our power back. The way that he was rushing, man, he looked really, really good in the preseason. He looked powerful. He looked stocky. He looked good, man. And him making the 53 now, I'm thinking that, in those short yardage plays, you could possibly be putting him in a lot. That red zone threat. He can catch the ball. I mean, I think this is a rookie that a lot of people need to look out for. I think it's going to be someone that can surprise throughout the season. Brock Purdy is now the starter on 49ers. It could be the same thing with Chris Brooks. You know what I'm saying? Like, the guy, he's got it. He's got it. He just has to, develop everything and be the guy that, I think we wanted with Jeff Wilson, which is that power back, that power running back that can change the pace. Because I think all the other running backs we have are, fast. So he's the power guy that can run you over and stiff arm you. And I think what he showed in the preseason is that there's a lot to be excited about with Chris Brooks. He showed a lot. He showed that he can really do his thing, and that I think with some time you can work him up. He could be, part of the rotation. But just wanted to make a quick video talking about all the running backs that we have. Do we need another one? I would say yes. I still think that we could use somebody, but I don't think that there's anybody out there that we really need, unless we need them, but comment down below. Let me know what you think, what you would want, if you would want another running back, if you guys would like something. Let me know in the comments down below. But as always, hope you have a great rest of your day. Fins up. Peace.